UK's motorway and trunk road network is a vital part of the economy, enabling the flow of goods and consumer products around the country. The A42 here at Ashby-de-la-Zouch is just 6.5 miles from the M42, and the A511 puts the M1 just 8 miles away.
The cities of Birmingham, Derby, Nottingham and Leicester are nearby. East Midlands Airport is just 10 miles away. Birmingham Airport is less than 30 miles away. Manchester, Liverpool and London are all within 3 hours HGV drive away. And ports at Hull and Liverpool, London, Felixstowe and Southampton are all under 4 hours drive away. It makes land like this, a 48-acre redevelopment site, a prime site for a logistics development, which is just what it's going to be.
And to tell us all about it is Adrienne Howells, Senior Development Director at GLP. Hi, Adrienne. I can see there are some groundworks already happening here, so what can you tell us?
Yeah, so we're here at our brand new development, G Park Ashby, and as you've said, there's a lot of groundworks going on. So this is all getting the site ready so that the ground is level for vertical construction next year.
And this site has been a long-term investment for GLP, hasn't it?
Yeah, it certainly has. So we've been involved in this site for well over a decade now. In fact, in 2012, we had a planning consent for 850,000 square feet of logistics space. But HS2 safeguarded some of the site over here, and that meant that we had to have a rethink of our plans. So we purchased some additional land to the south, resubmitted our planning, and in January 2021 we received planning consent for 736,000 square feet of logistics space.
So 18 months ago?
It was, yeah, 18 months ago. So we have a large colony of great crested newts on this site. So they're a protected species, and we've been working on a new habitat for them for that period of time. And so we've created new ponds, new habitats, and we've relocated over 1,000 great crested newts.
And I'm guessing that delayed the start of the works, did it?
Well, I wouldn't say delayed. It shows our commitment to sustainable development. We always knew that we had to relocate the newts, and that process started back in 2012 when we started creating the new habitat for them. So it's long-term investment in the site and in this area.
Wow, brilliant. That's great. Thanks, Adrienne. As well as rehousing newts, the construction team are also diverting a stream. If we head over this way, you'll see we have these large concrete tubes which will carry the water under the access roads that lead to the building.
There'll also be an ecological and biodiverse landscaped amenity area alongside the diverted stream.
Here to take me through what else the construction team will be getting up to is Stephen Alexander, GLP's Senior Construction Director. Hi Stephen.
Morning.
What can you tell us about this massive warehouse, and how did you set about construction?
So as Adrienne mentioned earlier, we had some ecology issues which we had to address, and we're now, as you can see, in the next phase, which is the earthworks, where we've got a lot of mud to move, a lot of soil to move around, to engineer, to make sure we've got a solid platform from which we can start building what's one of our market-leading and really sustainable buildings.
So just tell me a little bit more about the sustainability of the building.
Sustainability has been at the forefront of everything GLP does for a very long time, and today our buildings are still market-leading and really cutting edge in what they do in the industry. The buildings are EPC A rating, BREEAM Excellent, and we now build to net zero on many of our sites, this included.
And what about Planet Mark?
Planet Mark certification is something we do on all of our projects. So when we measure the carbon within our buildings, Planet Mark certify that. They verify how much carbon we've saved in the construction of our buildings. And what we also offer now to all of our customers once they move in is the operational side of Planet Mark. We fund their certification for 2 years to allow our customers to start to assess their own carbon footprint and reduce it annually in order to meet their net zero targets.
Stephen, that's great. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Now, buildings are important, but buildings are for people.
Ashby-de-la-Zouch is a market town with a population of just under 13,000. It was famed as a spa town and now has a bit of a reputation as a logistics location and is already home to a number of well-known occupiers.
To find out more about the logistics market in the region, I'm joined by James Clements, Head of Midlands Industrial and Logistics from real estate advisor Knight Frank. James, what's been happening in the logistics market in the East Midlands?
The logistics market really has been the go-to sector after the last couple of years. It's gone from strength to strength and we've seen healthy levels of occupier demand. 2021 recorded a record year of take-up and this year's been performing really very well as well. The rise in the e-commerce sector has really taken the market by storm. Buildings are being snapped up really quickly, which is leaving us with very limited availability across the region. Occupiers are particularly interested in opportunities that offer strong ESG credentials, give their staff a nice environment in which to work, as well as helping them meet their CSR agendas. Connectivity and labour demographics are extremely important, and we're on junction 13 of the M42 here, within the Golden Triangle, with an excellent labour pool on our doorstep, with 1.7 million people within a 30-minute drive, rising to 7 million people within a 60-minute drive. There's been a growing trend over the last couple of years for occupiers to look for large-scale, single-footprint buildings, and this is one of the very few sites in the Midlands that can accommodate a building of up to 750,000 square feet.
James, that's great, thank you so much. And just to give you an idea of what that scale is, we're standing at the centre of the proposed warehouse, a single building of 18 metres height, 736,000 square feet. On a floor plate, which is not just one, not two, not even four, but 8 full-sized football pitches, and you would still have space left over.
You can find out more of the stats for this impressive project and keep up to date with the progress of construction on the GLP website.